the charm of old lang syne, and you'll take away your picture of the sweet Irish sweetheart of mine. Take the blue of Blue Killarney, with her eyes it can't compare. Take the gold of Ireland's sunset, or the color of her hair. Take the fragrance of the shamrock, take the charm of old lang syne, and you'll take away your picture of a sweet Irish sweetheart of mine.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet a man who has appeared before all the crowned heads of Europe. Our genial drummer, Monsieur Moody.
How do you do?
Monsieur, I deem it a privilege to have you in my band.
You mean it?
Yes, a minute.
My.
Monsieur, what are you going to sing?
You want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
Shall I tell it? Allow me to present myself to you. I'm a Russian in whose veins the blood runs blue. Everyone should be a Russian. Not to be one is a crime.
Were your parents Russian?
No, they took their time. But here's one thing that isn't known. I was the power behind the throne. In the days of the Kazatsky, everything was Ossie Trotsky. And without any disputing, I was greater than Rasputin.
You mean it?
Yes, I mean it. I was this way with the Tsar. Da, 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 da.
Oh, quit your Stalin.
When they had to plan the 5-year plan, when the market fell on Russian can, who was there to pick it up but me alone? For I was the power behind the throne.
Swing it, Bishop!
Don't you dare to mention swing to me. I originated swing, you see. Came the revolution, and by cracky and by heck, I was asked to swing, but with a rope around my neck. Me and the Tsar were in an awful mess. I didn't have a penny, and the Tsar was Nicholas. So the Tsar said, Misha, let us make with a thumb. And now I'm the power behind the throne.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, every night we'll be here waiting for you at the good old summer home. Come again.
Good night.
Well, here comes Robin Burns without his bazooka. Robin, what are you going to dream up for us tonight?
Thank you, Bing. I'm not going to talk about Uncle Fudd or Grandpappy Snazzy Bing.
Of course not, Robin, because we have to get off the air pretty soon.
Who was it?
Paul Revere. Paul Revere.
Mish, did you pay the rent?
Do I look like I didn't?
No, but you're trying to look like you did.
If it's a lady calling for me, I'm not in. What have we here? A cablegram or just...
Here, break this.
To Daniel Francis Xavier O'Toole.
Let's have it. I wonder who it's from.
Don't you recognize the handwriting?
I know how you can find out.
How?
By opening it, you sap.
Oh.
I'm rich. I'm a millionaire.
What happened? What are you talking about?
I've inherited an estate in Ireland.
What a break.
Boy, am I glad you know me.
Say, if you've got an estate, you'll need a lawyer.
You studied law, didn't you?
He spent the 12 best years of his life in law school.
14, don't cut me down.
What a break. Something like this would have to happen. There would be a catch in this.
A catch?
Yes, it says here if I'm not in Ireland by May the 15th to claim the estate, I forfeit it.
Well, what are you waiting for?
It evidently has instructed undeveloped legal mind of yours that Ireland's across the ocean. And I've got just about enough money in my pocket to get me to Brooklyn.
What are you going to do in Brooklyn?
Well, look, Danny, I got an idea. Even if you don't, well, suppose, see?
Stop it.
Why should he stop? This is a free country. We have free press and free speech. Say it, but say it quick.
Hey, what's the hurry?
I don't know.
Listen to me, will you?
Shh, let me think.
Oh, let me in on this. I got brains, too. We'll put all our money together. And if that ain't enough, we'll hawk everything that's hawkable and finance Danny's trip to Ireland.
Boys, I think I got something there. At last, my first case. We'll incorporate Danny. We'll all put in an equal share. And if I haven't got my share, you'll loan it to me. Pay for Danny's trip to Ireland, and in accordance with habeas corpus proceedings, or in plain words, we'll all own a part of him. Danny O'Toole in 7 parts.
Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
Just a minute. It's all right to make a deal with Danny just like this. But as a lawyer, let me tell you right here and now that a verbal agreement ain't worth the paper it's written on. So I'll draw up a contract. Give me a piece of paper. Thank you very much. Give me a pen, please.
Here.
Come on, Danny. We, the undersigned, Misha, Moody, Felix, Anderson, Bass, Monroe.
Yes, sir. Here's everybody wacky. You know who it was, didn't you?
I don't care if it was Paul Waxman. $3 is all I can lend you on it.
Well, make it 5, and I'll do another imitation.
I'll make it 5 if you don't. My, what a pretty ring. Where'd you get it?
But Johnny, dear, don't you remember? You gave it to me.
So I did. You know, my sweet, I've got a swell idea for a new setting.
A larger stone?
You never can tell.
Look, Uncle, Danny's got to go, see? And, you know, when he has to eat, it's Auntie that's wanting more, but she won't give you the money. You're the one that's ordered. You know, remember when I was a little boy and you say goodbye to Spade? It's just that I want to find out Cedar, and if given the... Oh, thank you, Spade. I didn't think you were going to be the... Huh? Oh, sort of bored me.
All for one and one for all. Together we win, together we lose, together we rise and fall. All for one and one for all. Together we fight, together we stand our backs against the wall.
Pass through fair weather and pass through every squall. To the top we're bound to climb. All for one for all the time. All for one and one for all. Together we win, together we lose, together we rise and fall. All for one and one for all. Together we fight, together we stand our backs against the wall. Pass through fair weather and pass through every storm. To the top we're bound to climb. All for one for all the time.
So I'm just one of the heirs. How many are there?
Just one other.
What's he like?
He?
Yes, the other heir.
It's a she.
An old maid, I suppose.
I've never seen her, but she's probably like the rest of the Kerrigans from that section.
Well, I don't get it.
You will, soon enough. Here's the directions to the property and a copy of the will.
Oh, thanks. And I guess the money's in trust?
There is no money.
No money.
No money.
No money.
American money. Say, are you by any chance the American millionaire that's inherited half of this place?
I'm an American, all right, but I'm not a millionaire. Say, this is some bungalow. Must be worth a fortune.
Ah, sure, there's been many been wanting to buy it.
That's fine. I have a feeling I'll sell.
You won't be finding that so easy.
And why not?
Oh, family tradition, superstition, above all, Colleen.
Colleen?
Can't I make you understand? The will says the castle cannot be sold unless I agree to it.
But what if the other heir wants to live here?
Well, I can't prevent that. Suppose he's some kind of an old chromo with a fat wife and 16 brats. Although why he should want to live here, I don't know. Who do you want to see?
Why, Mr. Moore, the solicitor...
Oh, so you're Mr. Moore. Well, where's the other heir? Out in your car, I suppose. Now, let me tell you, Mr. Moore, if that old chromo is coming here thinking he's going to have an idea about selling this place, he's badly mistaken. Come in.
Oh, but Miss Kerrigan,
Now, there'll be no buts. You can tell this American heir that I'm not interested in selling to him or anybody else.
Won't you please calm down? I'm trying to tell you that I
don't want to be calm. I want to be just exactly the way I am so that when he comes in here, I won't be nice to him.
That's very nice.
This is my home, and I intend to keep on living here. Tell that to him.
You've saved me the trouble. I happen to be the American.
Oh. Well, then, how dare you introduce yourself as Mr. Moore?
Oh, but I didn't.
Oh, but you did.
I didn't. I was trying to tell you that Mr. Moore, the solicitor, said he was going to telegraph you that I was on my way. But you wouldn't let me explain.
Well, you never tried to explain. Oh, I see. You wanted to find out how I felt about things before you told me who you were. Well, you found out. For the 1000th time, I'm telling you that I know there have been many buyers for the place, but can I make it plain to you that it's not for sale?
Well, if you'd permit the place to be sold, why, your share would be more than enough to buy a new home. More comfortable, more modern.
I don't want a more modern home. Now, see here, this place has been good enough for the last 4 generations of the Kerrigans, and it's good enough for me.
All right, if that's the way you want it. But I happen to be flat broke, and I've got to stay someplace until I can make arrangements to get back home.
Well, if you don't mind my sticking my nose into places that don't belong, I'd suggest the young man stay here for a while, until things get settled. That is, divide the place. We could stay right back here, and the young man could use the front part of the castle.
That's not a bad idea, Miss,
You can just call me Ellen. I'm the housekeeper.
Very well, Ellen. I'm sure the young lady can have no objections to that. Now, if you'll show me to my quarters.
Come, Colleen. Let's have a light.
All aboard, train number 39, leaving on track 4. Bridgeport, Hartford, Stanford, all aboard.
Here you are, sir. Try to make this cocktail tonight, and in the morning I'll get one of the bedrooms ready for you.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Miss Ellen.
Come, Colleen. Good night.
Good night. Say, are you a Kerrigan, too? No, I guess you're not, or you'd be bawling me out. But I wish you were. Oh, top of the morning to you, Miss Ellen.
Oh, top of the morning to you, sir. I see you found the grocery shop all right.
Yes, I did.
And how did you make out?
Fine. Oh, until I tried to get hamburger. You know, it took me an hour to explain what I meant.
Huh. He's a very stupid man. But what is hamburger?
Ground beef.
Sure, is there anything else you'll be needing?
Yes, a water pail.
Take that one up there. You can use that. Oh, sure, it'll be taking hours to fill it from there. You'd best be going down with a well.
Oh, where is it?
See? Just a few strides beyond the vegetable patch.
Oh, thanks.
Here am I, outside of paradise. Why won't you open up your arms and let me in? Here I stand, outside of paradise, when just a sign from you could make my life begin.
Oh, please don't stop. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to get some water.
That's quite all right. Help yourself.
That's very sweet of you.
Now, see what you've done? You've riled the water, and it'll take a half hour for it to settle.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'll know better the next time. You know, in a month or two, I'll learn a lot about this old place.
In a month or two?
Mm-hmm.
Why, you're not thinking of staying on that long, are you? A month or two, indeed.
Well, wait a minute. That's just what I wanted to talk to you about.
Mr. O'Toole, can't I make it clear to you that I'm of no mind to be sociable?
Indeed, and you did that, Miss Kerrigan. Now, wait a minute. Here, let me help you across.
And since when does a Kerrigan permit an O'Toole to help her?
Here am I, outside of paradise. Why won't you open up your arms and let me in? Here I stand, outside of paradise.
Drive up to that gate. I saw a light over there.
Yes, sir.
Come in. Anything I can do for you?
I hope you don't mind. My chauffeur's changing a tire in your courtyard, and I thought perhaps you'd come in here out of the rain.
Oh, of course. I'm glad to have you.
Oh, it's very kind of you.
Have you a phone? You see, this delay will make us late for our dinner engagement.
I'm very sorry, but there isn't a phone in the place.
Oh, that's too bad. What are you cooking?
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
Why, yes. Haven't you ever heard of this great American delicacy? They've slowly but surely replaced the traditional hot dog with mustard.
Hot dog?
Oh, why, for years, the hot dog with mustard had a stranglehold on the great American public. And then, like a bolt from the blue, came the hamburger with onions. Would you believe it has reached such proportions in the hearts and stomachs of all red-blooded Americans? Well, I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said that hamburger today was the backbone of the nation.
Well, whatever it is, it surely smells good. And I'm starved. What did you say it was? Hamburger, Mother. Why, it's the great American delicacy. Perhaps the young gentleman would accommodate us with a bit of this delicacy? Oh, but Mother, we can't invite ourselves.
The young gentleman would. I should be very happy to reimburse him for one of the,
Hamburger.
hamburgers. Thank you, yes.
Say no more about it. Take this until I get some more of what it takes to give hamburger that certain oomph.
Thank you. He's quite hospitable, isn't he? And good looking, too.
Why won't
And outside of paradise, I hope I can borrow a couple of onions from you, Ellen dear.
Oh, you sing just like a canary.
Thanks, Ellen, but how about the onions?
Oh, sure. You can have a bushel of them.
Oh, 3 will be enough. Some friends of mine dropped in for dinner, Ellen. Charming people. English nobility. They brought their lovely daughter along to visit me.
There you are.
Thanks.
Fine boy. They really were most delicious.
Perfect.
Wouldn't it be jolly to give a dinner party at home and serve this American delicacy?
But why at home, Mother? They wouldn't taste nearly as good as they do here. Made by an expert. Would you mind very much if I asked my friends around sometime? I know they'd love it.
Why,
Thank you so much.
how much would you say it should be?
Oh, no, I couldn't think of it.
Oh, I insist.
Oh, but I...
If you don't, I can't come again and bring my friends.
Well, all right, if that's the way you feel about it.
Well, this should be ample. And thanks so much. I'm going to come and bring my friends very soon.
£5? $25. That'll buy a carload of hamburgers.
What does this mean?
It means that I'm going into business.
Oh, I forbid you to desecrate my castle.
Our castle. Now, wait. You're getting yourself all set for Kerrigan burn-up, and you might as well save your energy.
You take down that horrible thing immediately, or I'll...
You'll what? Will you hold that temper of yours long enough to give me a chance to talk without interrupting?
There's nothing you have to say.
Oh, yes, there is. Plenty.
All right, go ahead and say it.
Well, don't you think it would be nicer if we went inside our castle and discussed this like a couple of human beings?
Oh, all right. I knew the likes of you would have no reverence for this place.
You want me to get out of here, don't you? Now, don't interrupt. I'm only trying to make it possible for me to leave here.
I don't see how.
This hamburger thing catches on, I'll make enough money in no time to pay my passage back home. And then you'll have the castle all to yourself. And I hope I never see you or it again. And while I'm at it, young lady, let me tell you, you have the worst manners and disposition of any girl I've ever met.
Well, My, you've got an awful temper.
And since when did a Kerrigan think an O'Toole didn't have a temper? Come on, I'll fix you your first hamburger.
I like music with my meals.
Here's a song my daddy sang when Mother was in her teens. Daddy's song tells about the sweetest of all colleens. Take the blue of blue Killarney, with her eyes it can't compare. Take the gold of Ireland's sunset for the color of her hair. Take the fragrance of the shamrock. Take the charm of all lang syne, and you'll take away a picture of a sweet Irish sweetheart of mine.
Misha. What's the matter, Yuvan? Don't call me Yuvan. The name is Ivan, member of the Honorary Guard of the Imperial Court. That is correct. You know, Misha, I have no complaint about your voice and artistic Russian talent. But since Danny ain't here, well, it just ain't.
That reminds me. I received a letter from Danny this morning, and as counsel and stockholder in Danny O'Toole Incorporated, I opened it.
I'll read it to you. Boys, the stockholders, come here. What is it? Quiet, please, quiet. My dear stockholders, I'm glad to report to you that Daniel Tool Incorporated is in business. We have opened up a hamburger stand in Castle Kerrigan, and it won't be long before you'll start receiving your share of the profits. I'm looking forward to having hamburgers on everybody's tongue. Question mark.
Wait a minute. What is this, hamburger stone?
We financed Danny's trip to Ireland, and he's going to the hamburger business.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, we'll get 6/7 of the profits.
You'll need plenty of profits now.
That's very funny. I don't get it.
You will, Saturday night.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
This Saturday, which is the first of the month, is the last of us.
You mean the place is closing?
We close up.
You mean that?
Yes, I mean... Stop saying you mean it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
All right. I wouldn't say it anymore.
You mean it?
Yes.
Shut up!
If you ask me, I think we ought to go over to Ireland and protect our interests. If you ask me.
Nobody's asking you, but I will. How are we going to get there?
You tell him. Well, supposing he decides he doesn't know whether he might be the one.
Ivan. Ivan is the name. Member of the Honorary Guards of the Imperial Court.
Ivan, what's on your chest?
Oh, must be the grave from the shashlik. Look, boys, I was thinking, so long as the place is closing, and you fellows have a share of Danny's business, which is going to give profits, and since we've been friends together with Danny, I thought perhaps maybe you would let me buy a share of your share and make the little corporation bigger.
I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't Ivan and us brothers under the skin? And when the place closes Saturday night, he's no better off than we are. Skin or no skin.
Yeah, and when Saturday night comes, how does he know whether you might... Well, even if you don't, Misha's right. Charity begins at home.
For once in your life, you said what I should have said. What was it the poet who said it? Greater love hasn't got no man than he who would lay down his life for a friend.
My friend, you said it beautiful.
And you are our friend, aren't you?
Till death do us part.
Then let's get down to business. Ivan, money you got?
Money I got.
You hear that, boys? Money's got. The money we need.
You're a lawyer, Misha. Fix it.
It's fixed. For the consideration of 7 first-class passages to be paid by Ivan Petrovich.
Member of the Honorary Guards of the Imperial Court.
You said it.
Boy, this Atlantic Ocean sure is a mess of water.
Yeah, sure, and that's just the top of it.
Hey, what'd you do that for? I'll catch cold without a hat.
Nah, not on your life. All you have to do is whistle.
Whistle?
Yeah, listen.
Hey, that's marvelous. You brought it back. And all you have to do is whistle? Go ahead and whistle.
Yeah, Tubby, what are you, smart aleck? Grab that.
The next time I take an ocean trip, I'll stay home.
Don't look at me. I feel bad enough.
You don't give me no appetite neither. Now I know what everybody meant when they said, bon voyage.
I remember a song. Ireland must be heaven.
From the way I feel, we must be going the other way.
You care for a little snack? Have a sandwich, sir?
Ivan, I'm dying. Everything is turning black in front of me. Oh, I feel much better now. It must have been a mirage.
Now, boys, for our morning exercise.
for a base. Now the little fish will get him.
Colleen, would you mind getting me some more buns?
Yes, sir. Well, where are the buns, Ellen?
Sure, well, they always are. Oh. It seems to me that you're taking quite an interest in Mr. O'Toole's business.
And why shouldn't I? The sooner he makes enough money to go back, the sooner Castle Kerrigan will be with me. That's the agreement we made. You're not thinking it's anything else, are you?
Oh, no, of course not. But it'll be a sad day for the Stonewall girl when he leaves.
Oh, I don't think he's a bit interested in her. Do you?
Well, I've never yet seen a man who wasn't interested in a pretty girl.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and do come again.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Dorothy will see to that.
Miss Stonewall, so soon?
Soon? No, it's her usual leaving time. She'll be back tonight. You don't like her, do you?
I don't see what difference that makes. Think she's pretty?
Very. Except beauty isn't everything.
Oh, isn't it?
No, and I'll take you for an example. You're pretty. Yet I can never see you except as a friend who would like to see the Atlantic Ocean between us. Miss Stonewall is different.
In what way?
She wants me to stay on. In fact, she wants to finance my hamburger business on a larger scale.
And I suppose you accepted?
How could I, after my bargain with you? And furthermore, an O'Toole never stays where he isn't wanted.
What's that?
There's only one bunch of cats that can play like that.
Did you?
Boys, am I glad to see you.
Meet the new stockholder, Ivan.
The name is Ivan, member of the other...
Honorary guard of the Imperial Court. I'm glad to see you.
Well, look who's here. How do you do?
Oh, pardon me. Boys, I want you to meet Miss Kerrigan.
How do you do?
Tell me, how'd you all get here?
Well, look, you see, Danny, Ivan thought that we'd come over. He didn't really know, but there was a...
Well, boys, this is it. Tell me, how do you like it?
Well, it's a very nice place, but where are the customers?
Oh, they'll be here tonight.
Boy, from the place like this, you expect to make profit? And you expect me, Ivan Petrovich?
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Shut up.
But, Danny, how did you ever get the idea of going into the meat business?
Well, I'll tell you, boys, it was all a mistake.
I should manage a place like this. I, another fool. Misha, what makes you so homely?
I ain't homely. I don't feel good.
This place has got to be fixed up artistic.
Well, Ivan, money you got?
Money I had. You took it so we could get to Ireland. Now money I ain't got.
Man. Money you ain't got.
Because Miss Stonewall is really responsible. She brings most of the customers here.
Say, this Miss Stonewall, who is she in the first place? In the second place, where does she live? In the third place, has she got any money in the first place?
Yes, Misha. Money she's got.
You hear that, boys?
Money she's got.
Yes, that's right, boys. I have money.
You hear that, boys? Money she's got. And believe me, you'll be making a very good investment.
You know, in a nightclub business, I'm no greenhorn.
That's right. Anything Ivan touches.
The name is Ivan, member of the honorary guard.
Yes. You can't go wrong if you invest your money with us.
Of course, Danny is doing all right as it is now.
Yes, but I...
It's only a little business.
With a break, he could be a big businessman.
Why, I think you have an excellent idea, and I'm quite interested.
I don't like that but.
Well, what assurance have I that you boys can do all the things you say you can?
What we say we can do is nothing to what we can do. Mr. Hall, have you heard some great piano players in your time?
I've heard the best.
You only think you have. Now you'll really hear one. You see, Cliff here, with one hand, can play Mendelssohn's Spring Song by Rubinov, and with the other hand, Trotsky's Last Goodbye, and with both hands, simultaneously, together he... What are you waiting for? Play.
Now you will hear. He makes piano talk.
Talk, he says. He makes it holler. He is marvelous. What are you waiting for? Play.
Oh, sir. Oh, please. I'm sorry to put the number. Get along with peace. Now, in the number when Wagner tonight, I create the violins come. There's a see, that's what it is. And I come down, I right down into the greatest, and I build up to then it comes in. I don't know, cheap, alone, Caroline, innovation, things which money short, up pancake, cigarette, prince, straight, run, back, have his world. What? His name was Henry. Well, someone to call him Tom, someone to call him Bill, someone to call him Frank. But bring something out, Caroline, innovation, Dixon's money short. There's the flute, I see, keep it rid of me, but now see, and I couldn't have a seat, but his name is Tom. So then I go into the, I freak up, and that's the second movement.
What did I tell you? Isn't he marvelous? And now we're going to show you what we call in French, the piece of resistance. Resist.
Would you like to have a sample? Would you like a good example? Is there something special you would like to see? I have done a few things, and quite frequently I things that amazes everybody, even me. Now, you may think my technique has no art in it, but don't say that you don't want any part in it, or anything I do right from the start. I put my foot, I mean my heart in it. I can dance, I can sing, blow! I can do a little bit of everything, but if it's for nothing, no go. I can croon, boo 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 boo. I can swing, beep bop biddy. I can do a little bit of everything. I can do pecking, meow meow. I like necking, nothing for nothing, no dough, no go.
And you think that's all we got?
All he says. What are you talking about? Bass plays a solo called Asleep in the Deep, so natural, you would think he was at the bottom of the ocean. And Felix with his trombone.
Really, boys, I'm not very enthusiastic about what you have to offer in the way of entertainment. I couldn't see my way clear to invest in your proposed enterprise. Still, I'd like to see Danny succeed. Of course, you understand I'm only doing this for his sake. That is, so that he could be a big businessman.
Oh, sure. But for the time being, it would be best if Danny didn't know nothing about it. Catch on?
I think I understand. And now, if one of you will come with me to the bank, I'll advance the necessary funds.
Wait a minute.
Here, I'll go.
My, oh, my.
But I'll tell you, well, it's a great idea. It will change the future of Ireland.
Ireland's managed to get along so far without any help from us.
But don't you understand, Danny? I'll turn the castle into the hottest night spot. You know, Danny, listen, I'll fix it up better yet than the old samovar.
Don't you realize that that would cost money?
Well, don't worry about that. Money is coming.
Oh, well, then that's different. That sounds okay.
Uh-uh.
It's all off.
Well, what is this? First it's on, then it's off. What reason? Hmm?
I made a bargain with her.
All right, make another bargain.
Just as I thought, fooling around with the water again. Will you never learn how to do it right?
Think it over, Danny. It's a great proposition.
Here, let me show you how you do this now. What did he mean by a great proposition?
Oh, he had an idea of putting up some money to turn the castle into a nightclub. But I told him about our bargain. Of course, it's all off.
Didn't Miss Stonewall make you the same proposition?
Yes, she did, but of course I didn't consider her proposition. Ivan, it's different. A lot of money could be made.
Well, here, you always have to be careful now that you don't let it drop down. I wouldn't stand in the way of your success, even if I do like you.
As much as ever.
More.
Hey, fellas, I got it.
I got it. You hear that, boys? He's got it. 250 pounds. Well, how much does it make in our money?
Well, that's about 30 or 40 billion rubles. Maybe more. Who can tell?
Let me see. Over here will be the bandstand. Over there, tables, chairs, barmaids, people dancing, music.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you again of the big gala evening, Saturday night, which we've named Shenanigan Night. Shenanigans will be introduced for the first time by Miss Colleen Kerrigan. There she is over there. Get up, Kerrigan, and take a bow. And now, instead of our usual closing number, I'd like to sing for you a new song, inspired by a very charming young lady.
Meet the inspiration.
Heaven has always been an ethereal place, not a material place for me. Suddenly heaven becomes a station of mine, a new destination of mine, and that's where I should be. But here am I, outside of paradise. Why won't you open up your arms and let me in? Here I stand, outside of paradise, when just a sign from you could make my life begin. You'll find me waiting at your command, with love in my heart and my heart in my hand. And if I could share the light that's in your eyes, then I would never be outside of
This is Danny O'Toole and his Harmaniac saying goodnight from Castle Kerrigan. Don't forget, Saturday night, the big shenanigans.
How was business tonight, Miss Kerrigan?
Same as any other night.
Well, you might be a little more civil to your employer.
Employer?
Why, yes. A pretty fine state of affairs, Dot. You finance a place like this, and your own cashier doesn't even know for whom she's working.
It's to be kept a secret for the time being.
If that's my costume for the shenanigan number, you can save yourself the bother. I'm not going to do it.
But why?
Well, Danny lied to me. He told me that Yvonne put up the money to fix up this place, and all the while it was that Stonewall girl. She said that she was my employer and that I was working for her. Working for her, am I? I'll show them. I'll have them all thrown out. I'll sell my share of the castle. That's what I'll do.
Oh, but Colleen, darling, you wouldn't do that.
Oh, wouldn't I? Yes, I will.
Glory be.
Ellen, darling, is the stew ready?
It's a fine stew that you're all in.
Hmm? Well, what's the matter?
Is it true that the Stonewall girl put up the money to fix up this place?
Well,
Now, don't splutter and tell me the truth. Colleen just went blazing through here, fit to be tied.
Ellen, darling, please don't tell nothing about this to Danny. He thinks it was my money.
Oh, it's true then. Well, you can make up your mind to one thing. There'll be no shenanigan night tomorrow night or any other night. She's going to sell her share in the castle, and then you'll all be put out.
She's going to sell? Will it put out? Well, then what will become of my 7th of the 7/8 I got in the corporation? Ellen, darling, Ellen, you've got to help me.
All right, I'll help you, but on one condition.
All right, what's the condition?
Well, as long as Colleen isn't going to do the shenanigans, oh, let me take her place and do my dance.
What? You dancer?
Oh, yes, Ivan. In here, I have a burning ambition to be a dancer. I've been secretly practicing for years. Oh, honestly, Ivan, look.
Oh.
Oh, the dive of the swan. Ivan, catch me. How was I, dear?
You're a born dancer. I'll tell you, something has got to be done before she sells the castle.
What can we do?
That's right. What can we do?
What can we do?
Shut up! How do you do? I got it. 2 heads better than 1. You work one end, and I work the other end.
Good. Then we'll have a head on both ends.
Good morning.
What are you doing out so early this morning?
Oh, I've been over to see Solicitor Moore
The solicitor? Whatever for?
to offer for sale my share of the castle.
Your share of the castle? But you can't. You can't sell the castle. What'll become of Danny and his business? It'll be closed up.
Oh, will it?
Yes, it will.
Well, won't that be just too bad for both him and Miss Stonewall?
Oh, whatever's got into you.
And before I forget it, Ellen, the solicitor will be here first thing in the morning with the papers for me to sign.
The papers? The solicitor? Oh.
Where's Misha?
He's thinking.
Boys, something terrible happened. It's all over. We're through. There's no use.
What's over? What's over? Who's through?
Well, it's like this. I hid myself in the chimney, in the fireplace, in the scullery, and what do you think happened?
They cooked you.
You don't know, and you don't know. But I know.
You hear that, boys? He knows. Well, tell us.
Well, Colleen is talking to Ellen, and she's telling her that she's going to sell the castle, and she's going to sign the papers in the morning.
Oh, what shall we do now? I got to think some more. I got it. He's got it. You always want to make imitations, no?
Yeah.
Well, here's your chance.
Mammy, Denise, Sonny's coming back to Alabama.
No, don't. That's the three little pigs. What I want to know is, can you imitate our Danny?
Can I?
Here am I, outside of paradise. Why won't you open up your arms and let me in?
I'm telling you, Colleen is no fool. If she finds out, she'll raise the roof off the place.
What are you talking about? I'm positive she won't catch on. It will work.
It won't, I tell you. Wait. If it does work, will you let me do my dance?
Done. Long as we don't lose the place, you can dance all you want. Colleen, are you ready to rehearse the shenanigans?
And why should I? I'm not going to do it.
Oh, but Colleen, you've got to. You've been announced. Everybody's expecting you, and it's going to be such a big night.
Well, I hope you all enjoy it.
Colleen. Colleen. Oh, Colleen, would you like to come with me to the well? I planted some flowers just for you. Narcissus and daffodils. You should only see how beautiful they are growing. Oh, come, let me show you. My, oh, my, what happened? Somebody must have got away my beautiful narcissus and daffodils. Oh, who could have done that to you, my friend? Who can tell?
Don't you think that was a rather mean thing to do? Trying to make Miss Kerrigan believe you put up the money to finance the cafe?
But, Danny, I just did it for a lark.
I fail to see the humor of it.
Sorry if I caused you any trouble.
Sorry? Well, you should be.
I didn't know you were in love with Miss Kerrigan.
Well, you know it now, and it would please me greatly if you never visited our place again.
I assure you, Mr. O'Toole, I'll be very conspicuous by my absence.
Let me at her.
No, not now, not now.
I hope you and Miss Kerrigan will be very, very happy.
I'm sure we will be.
I tell you, I hate him. He lied to me, Uncle Terence, made a fool of me, and now he expects me to go on and do the shenanigans. Well, I won't.
Are you in love with him?
No, I hate him. I hate him.
No, my dear. You know, Kerrigan never broke his word to anyone. Now you go right ahead and do the shenanigan for him and everything will turn out fine.
I won't, I tell you,
I know. You hate him.
Yeah.
And would you believe it? It was all done by an O'Toole, mind you. And can you imagine 7 O'Tooles picking on one little bit of a child? And would you believe it? 50 O'Tooles against one Kerrigan.
100 O'Tooles beaten up on one helpless girl.
And now they're sending for more O'Tooles from other counties.
And don't forget to tell every Kerrigan you can find to be at the castle tonight.
Odd-looking crowd, isn't it?
Which are the O'Tooles? That young fellow there in front of the band looks like an O'Toole, all right. But what about the rest of them? They might be of the lost tribe. Well, we'd better work on the idea that everyone that is not a Kerrigan is an O'Toole.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, Colleen won't go on to do the shenanigans.
Well, what happened?
I'll tell you later, but right now, listen.
You're crazy.
We've got to do it. I promise.
Okay, but I hope you're not making a mistake. After this number, boys, number 10.
You know, I've spread the word around that nothing is to be started until I give the signal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present for the first time at Castle Kerrigan our premier ballerina. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm indeed sorry to announce that Miss Colleen Kerrigan, who was to introduce the shenanigans, will not appear here tonight. Correction, she's here. And it gives me great pleasure to present Miss Colleen Kerrigan.
Oh, it started with the Flings and the Flanagans, and it spread to Murphys and Brannigans. Everyone is doing shenanigans now. Let me show you how. It's an Irish jig they're learning to do again. What was old is modern and new again. You'll be sold on doing shenanigans now. Let me show you how. Take your partner in your arms. You kiss and oh, shenanigans, shenanigans. A rhythm that you'll never ignore again. Do it once, you've got to do more again. Well, 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 you're doing shenanigans now. Let me show you how. dance that offers an excuse to hold you tight. It's romance I'd like to introduce to you tonight. Take your partner in your arms, you kiss and oh, shenanigans, shenanigans, a rhythm that you'll never ignore again. Do it once, you've got to do more again. Well, 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 you're doing shenanigans now. Now you know just how.
Come on, ye Kerrigan! We'll show the O'Tooles a real shenanigans!
This is most disturbing.
Are ye an O'Toole? No. Too late now.
But I'll tell you, everything is a mistake. Danny didn't know anything about it, about Miss Stonewall. Look, he's innocent like a little baby.
Innocent? Where is he?
I don't know. Maybe he's killed already.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So you'd make a fool of my niece, would you?
No, Uncle Terrence, it isn't his fault. He didn't know anything about it.
You told me.
No, I know, but I didn't. Oh, Uncle Terrence. Oh, Uncle Terrence. Uncle Terrence.
Oh.
Oh, Danny, darling. Are you hurt? Oh, I'm so sorry. It was all my fault. Darling, I just found out that you didn't know a thing about the Stonewall girl financing the place.
Well, you might have asked me, you.
Oh, so you're not hurt. Oh, you... Danny, what's that?
The ghost of the first O'Toole. He'll haunt you till you beg forgiveness.
Oh, Ghost, I promise never to think evil about an O'Toole as long as I live.
There's only one way to remove the curse from what you've done.
How?
By becoming an O'Toole.
I do.
You've been there.